are in the Goth household with Alexander, Lucy, Casper, Celestia, and Liviana, and their cat Bella. So here we are, and let's get to it. So, yeah, as you may have known, they are the stars of the last rotation. So, you were here for the birth of Liviana. So, what happened after all that is said and done? Excuse me, what happened after all that? What happened in the fall season? So, Cassandra died. Y'all were there for Cassandra when she died. So that's pretty much all that really happened besides Liviana aging up and Dominique graduating. So nothing really big happened on his side. And as for her, after she had Liviana, and taught her how to talk and stuff. She learned her parenting skill, taught Liviana to study, and she's happy that Bethany graduated college. So that's pretty much it with them. And Lucy is currently pregnant, and I think it's only one baby. Miss Pregnancy Scanner? Yep, one baby. So they've been getting lucky, not having twins and stuff. Let me take a look and see. Yeah, even with the super fertility here, they're not getting pregnant with twins. So they've been getting quite lucky with that, quite honestly. Okay, so we are over here with a Casper. Now, the thing about him is he so far is in the running to being the patriarch of the Goth Manor here when he grows up. Oh yeah, and as you can quite possibly tell, I did a makeover of their house. So you could tell I decorated it because I got a lot of freaking money. So I decorated it to my liking, and I removed the Bella Goth painting, and I put a painting of the matriarch Lucy up here for now. And I am planning on since they love to play the damn piano, I am planning on having a painting of the matriarch each time they have a new one. So right now it's Lucy, and I kind of want to put Lucy's painting somewhere. I want to find a place to put all the paintings of the matriarchs of the household. So yeah, but anywho, we might probably put it up here, quite honestly. And yeah, as you could tell, yeah, I decorated this up here too. I made it more fancy and different. And this is still the baby's room, the nursery, and we have a bathroom off to the side to help us out. And yeah, I also changed this up here. I put a little awning over that so it won't rain inside the house, and I moved that over. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I decorated a little bit, and even downstairs looks a lot different. So yeah, I decorated it and made it to my liking. I made it a little different. And even over here, yeah, I moved a Bella Goth's painting right down here in the main hallway. So yeah, I moved everything around in here. I quite like what I did to it. I think it looks really neat. I didn't do anything to the outside, mostly because I'll piss off these ghosts, and I don't want to piss them off to have them come into the house and wake up my Sims. So I just leave the outside alone so that they can be happy outside. And I also added this balcony area here, mostly because they complain when they go up and down these stairs, and especially when they're bringing homework upstairs. I want to have two separate places for them to walk up to put their homework down, so they're not stuck saying, hey, I can't put my homework down, and then leaving it outside all the time. So far it's been working really, really well. And I put both of their bedrooms connected. So yeah, also, as you can quite possibly tell, Liviana and Celestia share a bedroom now. Yeah, Celestia threw a big fit over it when the parents moved Liviana in the bedroom with her. But it is what it is. She's a girl, so she's going to share their bedrooms together. I mean, if Liviana was born a boy, she would be sharing it with Casper instead. But anywho, yeah. So here we are, back to Casper Goth. So what has been going on with him? So you could tell he is a romance sim, and that means that he is probably not going to tie himself down as a teenager. He's probably going to go around and he's going to fall in love and make out with a plethora of women. He's just going to have so much fun doing that. So, not only is Serafina in the running to possibly be in the matriarch of the house, but also Donatella Lothario is actually in the running to being the matriarch of the Goth house. And it could go both ways. I don't know who I want more. Do I want Serafina up here, or do I want Donatella up here? If we don't have another boy who isn't a romance sim. So if he ends up being the patriarch, I am still stuck on who I actually want to move in with him. Is it going to be Donatella, or is it going to be Serafina? I don't know. I do not know. But both of them could fit. I mean, they could. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But anyways, yeah, he actually had his first woohoo with Donatella, and that is the most hilarious thing ever. And mostly because of that whole situation in her household, which we'll get to that in the Lothario household, which I have pictures for that too. It's so hilarious. But anyways, all right. So, yep, that is with Casper right about now. He is happy that his aunt graduated with honors and his other aunt graduated. So, yeah, he's quite proud of his aunts here. Now, moving on to Celestia, let's go ahead and save this. She wants to now go to college. So she ended up being a pleasure sim because she is a Sagittarius. And so, yeah. Let's see here. She currently wants to sneak out with Serafina, so I don't see why the hell not. She could have fun sneaking out with her. But anywho, yeah, nothing really much has happened with Celestia. She just aged up, and now she's kind of has a crush on Derek Broke at the moment. So I might actually have her and Derek get together and have fun, since they actually like each other. And Derek is a romance sim, so it might not be a full-blown romance where they stay together. It might just be a one-time thing, who knows. But she also wants to ask a sim on date and things like that, so stay tuned for that. I was kind of surprised that Derek found Celestia, beautiful and things like that, because she is unique and she is different and she is an alien. So I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. Anywho, here we are over here with Liviana, and Liviana is currently friends with Gabrielle London and Todd Audemus. And she's gotten to know Gage a little bit, but Gage is a little too old for her, and so is Beatrice Jones. So yeah, she's friends with Gabrielle and Todd, and yeah, that's pretty much it with Liviana. Also, let me take a look and see. Let me take a look and see here, because remember when he had friends with all these Sims and whatnot? He also has a crush on Gigi London, so he could probably get with her. Dakota is taken, so he can't do anything with Dakota, but the only other person that he could get along with is Gigi London, and she could also be a good fit for this household. But I am currently leaning toward Donatella. If I'm being honest, at first Serafina was perfect. I was like, yes, Serafina 100%. Whoa, I think it would be really great to have Serafina here. But Donatella is really selling it for me. Like, Donatella might actually be the matriarch. But the thing about Donatella is that she lives in the Lothario household, and she's the only one that can inherit that house. So it might not be Donatella, because I don't know if I want her to move in and have someone else take over the Lothario house, or I don't know yet. I don't know, but I'm kind of sold on Donatella or Serafina at the moment. Like, Gigi could be a good one too, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. Honestly, it could go either way. Anybody could take over the household with Casper, if this unborn baby isn't a boy. That is not a romance sim. But anyways, yep, this is the goth household. And let's move on to the next household. Welcome to the goth household with Gunnar, Audrey, and their dog Dottie. So, as you can quite possibly tell, maybe not since they're in bed. Audrey is currently pregnant at the moment. Yep, she is going to have a baby, and let's see. Yep, she's going to have twins with Gunnar. So this is going to be absolutely positively grand for these two to have twins together. They are just dating. They're not married or anything like that. I was kind of hoping that they would want to get married, but nothing has come up with that yet. So hopefully after they have this baby, Gunnar and Audrey would want to get married and, you know, live together and have things like that. But anywho, yes, so Gunnar here, let's see. He went to college. He graduated. He didn't get honors or anything like that. He just did good enough to get a diploma. He actually is employed in the natural scientist career, so hopefully he would want to get his mechanical and cleaning skills up. Hopefully so, because they're wanting to give him a promotion, and he's only on level 4, and it already pays 787 simoleons. So this job pays a lot of money, a lot, and so he's making bank. He's doing really well in his career, I should say, but he's a scat master right now. So he analyzes animal droppings, which is interesting. Anyway, and then we have Audrey Burb, who's actually level 7 of the journalism career, and I believe, yep, that is her dream job, is mastering the journalism career, and she is well on her way to do that. She wants to level up her charisma skills, so I really believe that Audrey has a decent shot at mastering this career. So yeah, honestly, this baby is actually an ACR baby as well. They decided to go woohoo on the couch, I believe, downstairs right here, and she ended up pregnant. But anywho, yeah, so yeah, I kind of want her to reach the top of her career and do all that before they get married and things like that, because I want her to be able to get her dream. This is like she's living the dream working in the journalism career. Now hopefully this career will treat her better than they treated Priya in the Ramaswamy household, because this career was brutal to Priya. So hopefully it treats Audrey well enough for her to master it. But then again, she did graduate with honors. Like, she's an honorable student. Where is it at? She's a summa cum laude. She's at the very top of her class, so she should be able to reach the top of the career, I should say. But originally I wanted Dottie to be a Dalmatian, but when I adopted him and he aged up, he actually ended up looking like this. And unfortunately, in The Sims 2, you can't really change much about the dog, and he looked ridiculous in the in the Dalmatian garb when his face and body shape and all that looks like this. So yeah, he ended up being a fuzzy dog. So Dottie is not a Dalmatian, but he does have a Dalmatian collar on. So I mean, well, I tried, but it's fine. They actually they have a dog named Dottie, and and this is Dottie's bedroom downstairs. He actually has a room to himself. And and we are currently waiting on the twins to be born, and I don't know if they're boy or girl or whatever. So yeah, I just didn't really decorate it much until they're born or whatever. And since they are fresh, starting life together and things like that, I kind of didn't want to overly decorate until they've established themselves a little bit, until I, have an idea of what I want to have for them. So But yeah, this is the Goth household, and let's move on to the next household. So here is the Gothier household with Shannon Gothier and Opal Raymond. So y'all know that Shannon is the ex-fiance of Dustin Broke, and this is their home, and she ended up living in this home that once belonged to her and Dustin ever since he moved out. But yeah, she took over this place, and this is now her home. She actually has a picture of her and another dude up on the wall now. And things like that. She actually wants to give a back rub to Phoenix. What? Well, you probably do or don't know. Let me actually back up and talk about Shannon here, because a lot has happened since she broke up with Dustin. Same thing with Dustin. So when they actually broke up, you know, she was upset. She was like, oh my God, I thought we were going to tie the knot and be happy. But fine, you know what? If you want to leave me, go ahead. I mean, you got another girl pregnant anyway. So why would I want to tie myself down to somebody who is having a baby with someone else? So they broke up, and as you could tell, she got rejected for a makeout with Jason. So Jason wasn't lying when he said he rejected her. I actually have pictures of that said rejection. Where is it? Where is it? All right. So yeah, as you could tell, like, he was like, "Oh my God," and you know, she's crying. She's trying to get with him. He's angry because he's now not friends with his stepson here. So like, yeah, you can see like everybody getting upset, and yeah, Dina is actually present too. So the truth actually came out, and yeah, everything was happening. But anyway, yeah. So he was like, no, I do not want to be with you, or whatever. So yeah, Jason rejected her. He's like, I'm a happily married man. I do not even want to be with you. Step off. And so he left, and he never came back to this house ever. He stayed over here with his wife, happily married. He did not want any of this mess. None of it. But anyways, yeah, so she moved on, started living the wild life, and started you know, woohooing and making out with people and things like that. So she woohooed with Jace, woohooed with Troy, and I believe this guy right here, Waylon Menon, actually got her pregnant. And so I did the roll to see if whether or not she would keep the babies or put them up for adoption. And the roll came out and said that she's going to put the babies up for adoption. So she ended up being pregnant with twins during that moment. So yeah, she continued to woohoo and live her crazy life until she had Romy and Gage. And when they were born, I just named them Shannon's baby, and put them up for adoption. And the agency came and took the twins and put them up for adoption. And they were adopted by another family, which we will meet them shortly. But anywho, yeah, so she had a boy and a girl. Then she went on to live in the wildlife again, and woohoo in everything that breathes. So yeah, it's like more and more guys. More and more guys. She even woohooed with Kieran Ramaswamy and Gilbert. Just a lot of townies. And the last person she woohooed was Phoenix, which is actually Gabriella's husband. So yeah, we will get to that whole situation in a momento too. But yeah, so yeah, that is Shannon's life. She ended up having twins from a random townie and gave them up for adoption, and she's been in platinum ever since. Like, she's happy in her life right now. She feels like she made the right decision for herself, and as you can quite possibly tell, she still wants to woohoo in the bed and things like that. So, I mean, Shannon's very happy right now. Now we're going to move on to Opal Raymond. Now, originally, Opal was living in an apartment by herself originally. But the thing with her is that I really didn't want to have like two single Sims living in separate households and having to load a different household. So I moved her in with Shannon. And Shannon's been a influence to say the least on Opal. But yeah, let's talk about why Opal is here and not with Gallagher Newson. So, as you know, Gallagher, Newson, and her, in the last overview that we talked about, she was set up to marry Gallagher, and they were living in a house together, and, you know, they were going to get a pet together. So, while they were together, she had her first woohoo with him, and they ended up having a son named Garnet. Now, the whole thing about that household with Opal and Gallagher, like with the Newson clan, I kind of want to do a naming the baby theme type thing. And since her name is Opal, I wanted to name the children after gems because I thought that would be fun. So, anyways, yeah, their son is named Garnet, and he is a teenager now. Yeah, time has gone by since then. And yeah, so while she was about to show for the twins here, because she ended up pregnant again before their wedding, Ruby and Cornelian. But, anyways, she actually left Gallagher at the altar. She decided that she did not want to marry him after all. And that shocked the hell out of me because their relationship bars was very high. Like, it was very high. Like, I didn't understand why she didn't want to marry him. But yeah, she got scared, and she's like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't marry you. I'm sorry, I can't. And Gallagher just standing there looking sad as hell. And you know, like in the scene where Sims 2 has scenes and it shows you stuff, and it was showing him being left at the altar. My heart broke for him because, you know, they already had a son together and she's pregnant with his twins. So I am over here like, okay, what is Opal going to do now? Like, people were talking about how she ate out of a trash can. Like, she really is trash. According to Gallagher, you know, he was like, I should have listened to those people. Like, damn, like, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I pushed those people away that were talking bad about her, and then she turns around and does this to me. So Gallagher was very, very upset. Quite obviously so. And he got left at the altar. They had a lousy party, and she actually lived in the household with him until she gave birth to the twins, Ruby and Carnelian. And then she moved out and moved in with Shannon here. And that's where she met Isaiah and fell in love and had a public woohoo with Isaiah. She also woohooed Skip. So, yeah, to say that Shannon's been influencing Opal in this way is crazy, crazy. And Shannon's been talking to Opal, and she's like, you know what? I don't see you any different because you left those babies with their baby daddy. You know, I mean, I had twins and I gave them up for adoption. So if you ain't ready, girl, you ain't ready. And I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I feel sorry for the kids that she just like up and abandoned them and abandoned their father. And when he was like very ready to marry her and defend her, and it's just a really sad situation. Like, it's really sad. I don't know what's going on with Opal here, but I'm that is that was a sad moment in their life, and I just couldn't believe that happened. But yeah, she's been going around woohooing these boys, and she actually woohooed Don Lothario as well. So, I mean, another one for the notch. I don't know, but yeah, she's been influenced by Shannon here, and I think her and Shannon are best friends now. Yeah, her and Shannon are best friends. So yeah, she's been living the crazy life with her. She's currently trying to level up in her adventurer career. She wants to, earn some money and reach the top of it and, you know, I don't know, live the life. And with her, she is a level 6 of entertainment. And she's been stuck on this for a while since she hasn't been wanting to get her skills up. So I think she's going to die being a round table knight. Anyways, yeah, this is the Gothier household. And let's move on to the next household. Welcome to the Jones household. Now, this used to be the Artemis household when Peter and Samantha were alive. But now it turned into the Jones household because Charlotte is now married to Remington Jones here. So, anyways, yeah, the Jones family. Let's introduce Remington, Charla, Beatrice, Charlotte, and their cat, Grandy. So, yep, this is where they are. Currently, she wants to go on an island vacation, and he wants to go on a Far East vacation. So, they will probably, once little Charlotte ages up, they will probably go on both vacations and have a good time there. Which one has she went to? She hasn't went to any of them. So they are wanting to take their girls out on vacation and explore the world and have a good time. And that's the part of their life where they're at now since her parents are now deceased. But yeah, that is the plan for them. But anyways, let's start with Remington Jones. Remington is employed in the medicine career, and he was a part of a different career. He was a part of, oh yeah, no, yeah, he was a part of the medicine career when he married Charla, but he actually got fired shortly after they had Beatrice. But he spent all his time, taking care of Beatrice at home and doing things like just relaxing at home and taking care of the baby, being a stay-at-home dad pretty much up until he had Charlotte, and then he wanted to get a job. So he jumped back into it, got back into the medicine career, and I believe this is his lifetime wish. So he jumped back in it, and now he's working extra hard to get all these promotions, and right now he's at currently level 5 resident of the medicine career, so he is on his way to doing that. Now with Charla, she is actually a level 7 superstar of the athletic career, so she's making bank right now, 1,190 simoleons. So she's making a lot of money. So she is quite happy in her career being the current breadwinner of the household, and she's only at level 7 and making that much money, so that's really good. I'm hoping that she would want to get her mechanical skill up, but she might stay stagnant a as a superstar. I mean, it really depends if she wants to get her mechanical skill up or not. Hopefully she does. But anywho, yeah, so she actually reached lifetime platinum as well. Did I? No, I did not. Let's go ahead and give her everything. Like, everybody's getting lifetime platinum around here. Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, she's doing well. She actually seen the ghost of Gretel while she was at Alexander's house, which is very interesting. I didn't know she's seen the ghost of Gretel. But anyways, now she knows the Goth household is haunted. So it's slowly spreading throughout the whole neighborhood that the Goth household is haunted. She believes in ghosts now. All right, so yeah, they had Beatrice, their firstborn daughter, here, and she is now currently a teenager, and this is her room. And I believe Beatrice is a lesbian, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she is. But yeah, so yeah, she had Beatrice, and she was proud of her younger brothers graduated. And then after she maximized the body skill, her mom died. She maxed out the charisma skill. Now, after her mother died, Beatrice was so upset and rightfully so because that was her grandma, and so she got a cat for her daughter, and that's why the cat things are in here. So Grandy actually belongs to Beatrice, but yeah. So we got her a cat to make her feel better, and then we had Charlotte, and while Charlotte was a baby, Peter died. So Charlotte doesn't really remember Peter that much, and she didn't even get to meet Samantha. So, but anyways, yeah. So, yep. And now they're just waiting to be able to take them on vacation. And as for Beatrice, I mean, nothing really much has happened. I mean, currently, oh, she wants to go to college. Save it. But anyways, yeah, she is a knowledge sim, so she is wanting to, level up her skills and go to college and get into private school and things like that. And I think I probably will put these girls in private school once they get back from vacation, because they're going to go on a long hiatus of go into the islands and then go into the village. They're just going to go out and explore while they're young and just have a good time. So I think this is what they're going to spend their winter vacation doing, is taking the girls out and exploring the world. Charlotte is now ready to age up, and I do not know where the red hair came from. I don't know. I don't know, but she ended up having red hair, so I guess recessive genes for red comes from Charlotte and Remington. I'm not exactly sure on that. But anyway, yep, this is the Jones household, and let's move on to the next household. Here we are in the Larson household with Brandy, Jason, and Skip and their dog Baby. So, yeah, let's start with Brandy and them. Brandy, she wants to be best friends with Five Service Sims. Say what? Say what? Anyway, Brandy is about to pass away. She's at the very end of her life, so I believe she is going to pass away in this season. But yeah, so let's see here. Did she actually go? Hey, she did. She actually went on a mountain vacation in her life. Anyway, uh, let's back up and see what we got here. So, Brandy, let's see. So, she loves her grandchild Dirk, and as you can quite possibly tell, she lost best friends with Dina Caliente, mostly because she felt like she preyed on her eldest son. And she hated Dina for that. But, she loves her grandson, but she hated Dina that she did that to her eldest son and ruined his engagement. And she pretty much blamed Dina for it all. She's like, you're no longer my best friend, I don't want anything to do with you. You are trash. You are worse than scum. You are a flea. She just kept going and going and going. She's like, I don't even want you a part of this family. But, Brandy can't really push her away because she is the mother of Derek. So, anyway, that happened. But she was really happy to know that Dustin got engaged again. That he decided to get engaged to another woman. And she met her new grandchild, Hazel. And she was so ecstatic to have these grandchildren that she actually retired from work. So she's a retired, what is she? She's a retired elementary school teacher. So yeah, she's earning a pension check in her late years of life. So she's very proud of her children. Her grandchild Freya was born, and then her other grandchild Isabel was born. So as you could tell, Freya and Isabel are around the same age here. So that's great. And then she reached golden anniversary with Jason. So she actually got her lifetime wish and got platinum lifetime aspiration as well. And she's actually a secondary popularity sim. Yeah, and shortly after that, she went on a mountain vacation with her family, and then she completed Another lifetime wish. She said 3 Sims graduated from college. So she is a very happy old lady. Like, she completed two, count them, two, two friggin' lifetime things. So yeah, this woman's very happy. Her children graduated. She's in a happy marriage. All her children graduated from college. And now what she wants is she wants to have 6 grandchildren. She wants to have a lot of grandkids. And I think she's almost there. Look, how many does she have? She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 5 grandchildren. She just needs one more. One more. One more. That kind of makes me want to push and say, you know what, Dustin, you could have another baby. Or Bo, one of them. I don't think Skip is going to be the one to give her another one, but yeah, she's almost there having 6 grandchildren. And if she does that, she would have completed 3 of them. Like, Brandy is a very lucky old lady. Like very lucky. Very lucky. But anyway, she actually became a toy toy maker. So this is her hobby. She likes to make toys, and that's how all the children in the Broke household has all those toys is from her. So she made all these toys and gave them to her grandchildren. So yeah, she recently maxed the creativity skill, and she's living life. Just very, very happy old lady. Now we're over here with her husband, Jason, and he also recently reached Platinum Lifetime. Did I give him anything? No, I did not. I need to fix him up when I come back in here. But anywho, yeah, he also reached Platinum Lifetime, and he is actually a very happy man as well, what despite what she tried to do. Like, he felt guilty. Okay, he felt really guilty because of her scheming and things like that, and he really felt like he'd done something very, very wrong, and that pissed him off to the point to where he was like, I don't even want you near me. Don't touch me. Don't even try, Shannon. Don't even try. I'm a happily married man. Don't. So he's been feeling guilty about that. He's been holding on to what has happened to his stepson for years, and it still irks him that is part of their history. But I mean, Jason technically didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong, technically. But anywho, he is very invested in his nephew's life, though. He's always been there for little Joel, and looking out after him and stuff. And he does not, and I repeat, he does not know anything about Julian cheating on his sister, I believe. So that is kept to themselves. She hasn't shared that to her brother at all. So hopefully, if it is shared with him, hopefully it don't start shit up. But I don't think Jodie's going to share it because she really wants to make it work with Julian. But anyway, he actually reached the top of the architecture career. So he did it. He made it. He's at the very, very tip top of the career. And he's happy to have a great anniversary. He actually got a big bonus as well. So they are also rolling in the dough. She is no longer broke. So that is great. He also maximized the creativity skill, and he was very proud of his nephew, Joel, of becoming an overachiever. And yeah, so that is him. And now let's move on to Skip. And as you can tell, Skip wants to woohoo a lot with a bunch of people at the momento. But he also wants to become a Hall of Famer, and he is currently in the music career. So he is not even in the right career for his dream job anyway. He's just living the life of a wild man, you know. He's not really into the commitment thing. But as you can quite possibly tell, there's an empty bedroom here. And if you can look right here, you can see this used to belong to Kiran Ramaswamy. This bedroom did. So, yes, Kieran and Skip actually moved in together. Kieran is his best friend. So, yeah, they're both romance sims. So, I thought it would be fun to have them live together. But things have changed for Kieran, and I can't wait to get to that and share that with y'all. But, anywho, yeah, so a thing about Skip and Kieran is that they made a bet with each other. Okay? They made a bet. He's like, I bet you that I can woohoo more Sims or more girls than you can woohoo. And Kira's like, I'll take that bet, and we're going to see who comes out on top. So they've been doing that for the beginning part of their adult life. Actually, from college up until this point, they've been playing this game. But up until recently, Kieran has stopped playing this game with him. He's like, you know what, Skip, you win. You win. You have the upper hand in this. You woohooed more Sims than I did. Congratulations. So now that this game is over between him and Kieran, I wonder how Skip is going to take it. But anywho, Skip's secondary is popularity, and he also reached platinum lifetime. So this dude is super duper happy. But yeah, he woohooed a lot of Sims, and some of them in succession of the other. So yeah, let's get to the line. So he woohooed Opal, and I also didn't say this when I was in Opal's household, but Opal actually had the want to get engaged to Skip, and I was like, huh. I don't think so. So I was trying to debate whether or not Skip would want that. And since he was playing this game with Kieran, I didn't go after that want with Opal. So I didn't do that. So now it's a little different. And plus, Skip is significantly younger than Opal right now. You know, Skip is a baby. Like, Gallagher started his life as a child, so she's as old as Gallagher. So he started as a baby, so he's significantly younger than Opal anyway. So anyway, that being said, yeah, he woohooed with Opal, with Linda. He woohooed with even with Andrea Collin, which is this all happened. I believe this all happened in college, by the way. I believe. Let me actually take a look. Oh no, this actually happened after college. Yeah, this happened after college. He woohooed actually Brittany Picasso in college. And Brittany, like, I have plans for her, but I don't think she's going to do what the plans I want to do for her. So anyways, yeah, so he woohooed Brittany in college, and then woohooed Mina. And obviously his first woohoo was with Deborah Dreamer, as you know. He was a bad influence on Deborah. But anyway, yeah, so we got Mina Knott, who is now married, as you can tell by her last name. He actually woohooed Tina Traveler too. And well, you know, she's with Isaiah, so that's crazy. He woohooed with a bunch of townies. He did a public woohoo with Opal. See, they woohooed twice together. He and Opal did. So, she was really smitten. But Tina caught him in the hands of other people. So Tina was like, I don't even want to be with you. I'm like, no. So Tina broke it off with Skip. And honestly, with her, Tina and him probably shouldn't have gotten together in the freaking first place, because Tina is infatuated with his older brother. So that is strange. That the whole thing is strange anyway. But anywho, yeah, so yeah, he actually woohooed with a bunch of Sims, and he actually got fired from his music career, but the job actually didn't let him go. They just put him down to the very beginning of his career again. So he had to start from the bottom once again, and he is trying to raise that up, but I don't think he really cares about the music career, honestly. Like, he wanted to be a Hall of Famer anyway, so he's just like, oh, well, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so they fired him, really demoted him, but Anywho, yeah, so he woohooed with all these Sims. Like, geez Louise. Some of them on the same freaking night, too. Like, it's crazy. And he actually woohooed with the bartender, Ivy. So that was his last conquest. And he actually made out with Brittany at a wedding, so not too long ago. So that's why I'm having, like, second thoughts about Brittany's story, because I wanted her to be happy with somebody else, and she's out here making out with Skip Broke, and Skip is causing trouble, so I don't know. But anywho, yeah, this is Skip's life at the moment, and I wonder if he'll ever grow up like Karen did, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe one of these Sims will accidentally get pregnant with his baby. Who knows? But anywho, yep, this is the Larson household, and let's move on to the next household. Alrighty, welcome to the London household. We got a full friggin' house in here. So we have Ginger, Randy, Gigi, Richie, Gage, Romy, Gabrielle, and Rebecca. So we have a full house here. So we have 8 Sims in one household, and I envisioned this type of lifestyle for Ginger ever since she was a teenager. So I knew this is going to be her future. I just knew it. But anywho, yeah. So let's get to it. So Ginger London is what the eldest of the Newson clan, and she is almost an elder. She's going to become an elder in the winter season. So she's about ready to be old. So she done had her last baby, Rebecca, and they're not having any more children after this. They're done. But anywho, yeah, let's actually go ahead and trail back. So the only ones that you've known about was Richie and Gigi when they were in here in their onesies for the first time. And so yeah, so this is them in their house. Yeah, so she had twins. Gallagher and Gabriella graduated college. She was very happy about that. Yeah, she taught her kids how to walk and talk. And then she got word of a certain somebody getting pregnant and putting their babies up for adoption. So what did Ginger do? She adopted both Romy and Gage. She adopted the twins. So technically, we're going to save this. And let me go to him. Okay, his is already saved. So technically, Romy here is the daughter of Shannon and that Townie. So as you can tell, she looks like her mom. She really does look like Shannon. Romy does. And Gage over here, I think Gage looks like his father. I'm not exactly sure, but he's actually pretty damn cute. He's a pretty damn cute kid. But yeah. What? You want to flirt with who? No. I mean, Olivia is actually taken, Gage. You're gonna have to find somebody else. Just saying. Anywho, yeah. So yeah. Yep, she ended up growing up being a fortune sim, and he grew up being a romance sim. So, of course, he would take after his mother. But anywho, yeah, so, yeah, Gigi actually adopted the twins. And I thought that was actually quite perfect because it's been back and forth, back and forth. One boy, one girl, one boy, one girl. And I kind of wanted her to go through that all through her life. But unfortunately, Gabrielle was born by herself, and so was Rebecca, and they both ended up being girls instead of one of them being a boy. So it didn't last long. The girls ended up dominating the household when it came down to it, but that's completely okay. But yeah, so I'm so happy she adopted Romy and Gage, and yep. And even in their family tree, you could see, you could tell, like, she considers Ginger and Randy as her parents, and so does Gage. They don't know Shannon very well. Actually, not at all, I don't think. Oh, well, they know of her, I guess, because they're teenagers, and I guess they talk to them, but they don't know her, so, yeah. They don't know her. And they don't know nothing about their dad. They're just like, I don't even know who the dad is. I know, but they don't know. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, so she raised them like they were hers. And yeah, she actually got the red thing from Gallagher being left at the altar, which was crazy. And another crazy thing is that Gabriella actually died as an adult. After she gave birth to her girls, Gabriella died. And that was a hard moment in the life of the Newson clan. Her younger sister passed away, and that really shocked everybody because she died very young. And I can't wait to get into the reason why she died. But yeah, she died. And well, they had to move on with their life. So Garrett got engaged, got married, and then she had Gabrielle. Now, as you can tell, since Gabriella just died and she was so sad about it, she decided to name her daughter Gabrielle after her sister. So that's why Gabrielle is named that, is because she's named after her aunt who died. So that, I thought that was very, very sweet to have a node to Gabriella here. So anyways, yeah, so there's that. And then, you know, finally she had her last daughter, Rebecca, and that's the last one they're gonna have. And she's got the cutest chubby cheeks ever. Look how chubby her cheeks are. So cute. Anyway, yeah, so this is Ginger, and we're gonna move on to Randy. Now Randy is currently in an adventurer career. He is a hostage negotiator. He is working on his mechanical skill, and he wants to level that up so that he can potentially reach the top of this career. And he's in the wrong career for his lifetime wish, but that is okay. That's basically what Randy has been up to. He's been taking care of the babies with Ginger and being happy in this big family and loving every single second of it. So, yeah, he currently has 6 kids with Ginger. Starting with Gigi London, she is a romance sim, and I don't think oh yeah, she actually has a thing for Grant, and she also has a crush on Jasper as well. She thinks Jasper's cute. She even thinks Derek is kind of cute too, but I kind of want to push Derek and Celestia together because I think that's very interesting that he has a crush on Celestia, which is actually a friend of hers, actually. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so she's at Grant Gauthier. Believe it or not, his last name is Gauthier, which is also kind of funny. But, yeah, she has a crush on him, and, I don't know. They might actually grow up and go to college together. But he actually works as a cashier right now. So, that's that on Ginger, I believe. I don't think anything else has happened in here. She shared her first kiss with Grant and made out with him and things like that. Yeah. Now Richie here. Now as you can tell, he is he's a pretty boy. He's a very pretty boy. He is actually gay, so it's kind of hard to find somebody who else is gay. Not another sim has been shown that to be gay, so I'm kind of waiting on his significant other. But anywho, yeah, that's where we're at with Richie. And see, I don't think anything has happened other than, you know, he's in the law career. He reached the top of it, so he is doing excellent in that career. So he originally was in the dance career. He got fired from it, and so he went to law and reached the top of it. So he's actually doing pretty good. He's ready to potentially go to college and whatnot. He's just waiting for his time here, and it looks like he probably won't go until the spring season. So anywho, yep. Now we're going to move on to Gage London. Now, Gage has a crush on Donatella. So, let's see. Let's see what he remembers. Uh, Richie was an overachiever. He actually kissed Donatella for the first time, and that's his very first kiss was with Donatella as well. And Sid, he was actually there in the household when Sid died, so that's why he has that. He watched that person die, and he was in the household. Yeah, Olivia invited him over after school, I believe, and yeah, he was there with Theo and Olivia when he died. So yeah. Now we're going to move on to Romy London. Now, Romy doesn't have any conquests either. She doesn't really have anybody that she's interested in. She's just interested right now in fortune and getting her body skill up and things like that. So maybe, yeah, she's a fresh teenager too. So maybe she will get a job or whatnot. Who knows? The future is bright for Romy. She's just starting out along with Gage here. They're both just now starting out as teenagers. So, yeah. And then Gabriella over here, she wants to be friends with Evangeline and Tori. She's currently friends with Liviana Goth at the moment. But other than that, there's nothing much for her. And little Rebecca is a fresh toddler, so she still needs to learn how to walk, talk, and potty train. So she is a very fresh toddler. She still has a lot to learn before she ages up to a child. But anywho, yep, this is the London household, and let's move on to the next household.